Many workers are willing to take a pay cut to work remotely, according to the survey. I believe that. People don't want to move. Come on, Will.
Yeah.
Americans have grown so fond of working from home that many are willing to sacrifice pay for the privilege of skipping the office. Well, it's important to note there are other aspects here, like commuting and costs. And in some of these places, these big employers, they tend to be in really prime real estate. And then that prime real estate comes along with prime real estate costs for their employees who need to be relatively nearby. So working remotely meant, everybody can spread out and get more for their money. And all of a sudden they're in Idaho on a ranch working from home. And they got used to it or whatever. I'm using one particular example.
I think you're not far off.
Well, in that scenario, you can understand why you would take a pay cut, because you'd be sitting there saying, okay, you can pay me all this money, but if I need to come into the office, that money's gone because now I need to be close enough to that office where my real estate costs went way up. And like my cost per square foot went way up.
Or even just commuting. Taking the time to take the subway or something.
The headache or the cost?
Both.
Yeah. So found a recent survey by recruiting firm Robert Half, which polled thousands of U.S. employees and hiring managers about their attitudes towards remote work. Some workers said they're willing to take a pay cut with an average reduction of 18% to remain fully remote. Overall, roughly 1 in 3 workers who go into the office at least one day a week said they were willing to earn less for the opportunity to work remotely. They surveyed 2,500 U.S. workers and 2,100 hiring managers in November. These preferences, the issue with these preferences is what's going on right now inside of large firms is that they're kind of spitting the obvious, or the opposite, sorry.
Yeah.
They're saying,
come back to work.
Please come here and visit. And people are saying, no, pay me 18% less so I don't have to see you.
What if it's the opposite of paying 18% more to go to work? Would that help?
I guess. Probably not. Probably people would still work from home.
But there's no incentive right now for that. Maybe if they
the incentive right now is or get fired. That's what more the way that they're actually doing it is. They're saying
the ultimatum.
They're saying reapply. Well, we've already talked about it with other companies. They're saying reapply for your jobs or find another job internally. The companies are trying to hit the reset button. But my impression is that it's not really changing all that rapidly, and that people aren't scrambling to get back. And I had another article, which I'm not sure you included, but maybe we'll talk about it tomorrow, about vacancy rates, commercial real estate, and how that kind of works as your evidence to showcase how, no, people are not physically back, and they physically don't want to be back.
Yeah, it almost, COVID was the reason for this. And now I feel like COVID has been gone for such a long time. And then it's like, oh yeah, there's still remote work. People are not just going back to work. It's like, this is the after
The
effect.
remote work thing was happening before COVID. It then accelerated massively. And the intensity, you may have had sort of partial remote work at one time. And
you're not going to work at all.
It was like a bonus. People were like, whoa, that's pretty cool. And then it turned into all the time for everybody all at once. And that was a tough faucet to turn off.
Yeah.